Can you imagine what was found from the discovery of ancient Egyptian mummies? Makeup, mirrors, and even a miniature slaughterhouse. There was something even more unexpected: silk. A female pharaoh from 1000 BC was found wearing a piece of silk on her head. Scientists have said they traced it back to its source in Western China. How did China manage to transport the goods all the way to Africa? The Maritime Silk Road is how China did it, and this initiated the early flourishing exchanges between China and other Asian countries before it reached northern Africa around 1900 years ago during the Eastern Han Dynasty. The emperor in the Han Dynasty received a folding bed as a gift from an Egyptian convoy, and it was placed in the royal palace. Soon, buying African folding beds became the latest fad in capital of Han. Meanwhile, Eritrea, a northeastern African state, sent the first ever African diplomatic mission to China. When was the first Chinese arrival in Africa? As early as the mid-Tang dynasty around the 8th century, the Tang army was defeated by the Arab Empire. Lu Huan, a well-known traveler accompanying the army, was captured and brought to North Africa. As the first Chinese to set foot on African soil, he came to discover that paper-making technology, which was first invented during the Han Dynasty, had in fact spread to the African continent. Meanwhile, business became brisk thanks to the fast-paced development of shipbuilding and navigation around the 11th century in the Song Dynasty, when Chinese cargo ships were lining up to head towards the East African coast. Through this crucial route, food items such as sesame and watermelon were brought from Africa to China. Gunpowder and block printing, two of the four greatest inventions by ancient China, were introduced to Egypt during this period. A tall figure in China-Africa exchanges, Zheng He, was a voyager and diplomat during the Ming Dynasty. Zheng with his convoy of 20,000 people arrived in what is now known as the country of Kenya. But upon arrival, one of their ships sank, leaving thousands of Chinese ceramic wares stranded in Africa. The Kenyan port city Mombasa was where Zheng first entered East Africa, and now the new port of Mombasa, co-constructed by China and Kenya, has been in operation since 2013 as the largest port in East Africa. Through the Maritime Silk Road, then and now, China and Africa have maintained exchanges which can only signal further cooperation and exchanges in the future.